What's going on, champs? How's it going? Let me get the right scene. There we go. Hey, well, turn off the freaking heat and shit. Don't know if you can hear it. But how you guys doing, man? Fucking hell, it's good to actually be back on the on my stream itself. I'm not too sure if you guys are aware. Me, Kazi, and Shaz have started a podcast called All Time High. That went really fucking well yesterday as well. So if you think about it, you got like FA guys as well, like Shaz and Kazi. And then you got myself, a technical analysis. It's like, if you think about it, it's not really been done before, you know, like combining TA and FA together. Because when you look at it this way, one can argue FA means a lot, it has more power in the bull run, and then TA has more power in the bear market. I would disagree, personally speaking. I would say TA has power both the bull market and the bear market itself. Gives you an idea, are we bearish or not? Or are we bullish? Really and truly speaking. But you got a guy like Kazi, he's a fucking gangster and a half. The guy is an absolute beast in some of the shit that he's doing. I mean, I've got into several projects with him because of him as well. Like, he's been telling me, yo, buy this, buy that. There's X, Y, and Z. That's meant to be, like, that's really good. And bear in mind, I think the first one I jumped in is AIX. So AIX, I got in at 2 million market cap at the, I think at the time, that 2 cents is now at 19.7 cents. I'm just looking at it right now. Fucking 10x there, and I'm just holding that shit, staking the crap out of it, and just relaxing, you know what I'm saying? So, you gotta bless the stream with a fucking cigarette. If you don't bless the stream with a cigarette, the stream doesn't go well. I swear to God, I feel like it's a freaking, like some sort of ritual. You know what I mean? This is like my good luck thing. Like, you got Nadal has his thing with his water bottles, and you got Ronaldo with his Sui. You got fucking Messi with his World Cup, and you got me with my cigarette. So, who do we have here? We got Kenny in the house. We got Kenaku. How's it going from Chile? My man. Fucking hell, bro. I appreciate you there. Got Gandalf in the house. Exotic. It's a sick name. Exotic. Got Andy Kaiser in the house as well. Good to have you here, brother. Teresa Gomez. How's it going, my bro? We got Zishan Mahmood, the pharmacist. Walaikum salam, my bro. Good to have you here. Smash the likes and subscribe if you're new to it. If you're not new to it, sorry about that. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe just yet, just stick around and you'll see Wagwan in there. So anyway, we're gonna go start with dollar index as we always do. We've got Monteno 1, Bombiggy in the house as well. The people are coming in. People coming in. Cool. So I get a message from Ghazi. He's gonna fucking sending me a message on WhatsApp. I miss that guy already, man. He's such a nice guy. But regardless, anyway. So look at dollar index itself. Really and truly is, we're stuck in this range here. So if I just remove all this bullshit here, just keep it nice and simple, right? We do the dollar index all the time. Sometimes it can be a bit boring. I get it. But at the same time, this is going to be the key. It's going to make you understand, are we bullish or are we bearish? Because remember, the rules are, if dollar is bullish, stocks go down, Bitcoin goes down. If dollar is bearish, stocks go up, Bitcoin goes up. So we have the whole SEC thing. We've seen the fucking, what's his name? Gary Gensler, the fucking guy that looks like Mr. Burns in it. We got him, posting at a thread, which is mad. My man decided to post a thread. So, Fred's a thing now apparently on Twitter. So yeah, we got him posting about Twitter about financial advice and stuff like that. Be careful and whatnot, all that all that stuff that, as usual. Which means, if you think about it, BlackRock, all these ETF, that's all lined up. They're gonna get accepted. And if you watched the stream yesterday with an all-time high, I'm gonna plug that in actually. I'm gonna plug that in. Give me 1 second there. Let me plug this in. If I open up Twitter. It's X, sorry, Twitter. If I go to ATHcast, do me a favor, give us a follow on here, All Time High Cast. That's the what you call it. And we've done the first episode yesterday. I mean, you can actually have a look at the YouTube itself. It's right there. Okay, that's the one as well. We've done the first one yesterday. We're doing the second one, which I'll be doing it later today at 9 o'clock in about a few hours. I'm going to talk about potential all-time high, a new all-time high here, and I will talk about that in depth. A lot more in depth itself. I'll brush onto it a little bit in regards to a tweet that I did in May. But imagine that all-time high, all-time fucking high, bruv. You know what I'm saying? It just suits. I mean, like, well, the name is sick as well, if you ask me. But like in terms of Bitcoin going to all-time high, I think that's fucking on it. I don't know about you guys. What's going on? We've got Mike in the house as well. Alarm Bitcoin at 46k. Yeah, 100%. There goes my mortgage. Fucking hell. Kenny in the house. Did you give a price prediction of your gems on X? I don't give price predictions. You know why? I'll be honest with you. I think price prediction to me is a bit of a hocus pocus, because let's just say I say to you that I've got like, okay, I bought Inge at $5.80, right? What is the price prediction? I think a projection here, $100, $200. Let's say I say $1,000 and he goes to $400. Wouldn't you say, yo, dang, you're a dickhead? That's what it is. I don't want to be known as a dickhead. I am one, but I don't want to be fully known too open that Deng's a dickhead that called Inge at $1,000 and he didn't even do that. So it all comes down to market structure, which is why we go to dollar index. So if Bitcoin is going higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and we're seeing freaking Ethereum doing the same thing, it follows through, no problem. And then we get the same thing with alts, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. The moment Bitcoin breaks down and breaks this low over here, it's gonna be lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and then you can bet your ass freaking Ethereum does the same thing, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and alts will do the same. You know, alts will fucking, no matter what, alts is gonna break this as well. They will all follow through. So price prediction is fucking look at the market structure. That's it. If fucking Inge goes to like $1,000, happy days, take your profits. You gotta take your profits on the way up, but if it doesn't, if you like, if someone like let's say person X on Twitter, or your friend, your next door neighbor, or a colleague at work is telling you, yeah, I'm gonna sell Inge at like $5,000, you gotta look at him. You're like, yo, listen, you gotta lay off the fucking drugs a bit here, right? I know we're bullish in it. I know ETF and all that kind of stuff, but hang on a second. What are you smoking, bruv? You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask yourself that. So literally, like price prediction, I don't do that. Honestly, you will never catch me do that. I have ideas, right? But it's all come down to like Fibonacci's and that kind of stuff. And I will talk about a target on Bitcoin, you know, in regards to like the all-time high break, where I do reckon a local top will come for a reaction of a pullback. I do reckon that's gonna happen. So I could be wrong, but who knows? What else we got? We got Bruce in the house. Exotic says, where can you get the fastest notifier about the SEC ETF? I don't know. It's all on Twitter. I think like some of the guys like Whale Guru, not Whale Guru. Well, it's just these BTC news. My phone, when I open up my phone, it comes up with like with the news, like what's the name? CoinDesk as well, so it will come up on that. So if there's any updates, you know, these kind of newsletters will always be the good ones to choose. We've got Phoenix in the house. Cut down the cigarettes a little bit. Yeah, they do. But Anne-Marie, should I cut? I don't know. I'm gonna ask a lady. If a lady says yeah, cut it, then I won't listen. I'm joking. We got Anne-Marie here as well. She's from not too far from me actually, which is mad scary when she said like the place yesterday. So fair play. But anyway, going back into freaking dollar index, right? What were we talking about? We're talking about the range bound environment. That is the range. If we look at the price action truly clear, well, let's go higher time frame. Higher time frame is this, right? Are we bullish or are we bearish, right? I discussed this last on the last stream here. We got the 2016 high and 2016 low, right? And then the mid range comes in around 97, around here, 97.6 or something, and maybe a little bit higher. You get the point there. You can see this high resistance. Okay, we didn't get any close above it. Maybe we get a push back up, but I'm expecting bearish price action to around 97. Lose this level there, back as a range bound environment down to 92. I'm simply saying it's bearish, right? We just need to break out of a smaller range that we're in, which is in the monthly. But for the time being, I'm bearish. Flat body candle. Don't you think that's going to be taken out? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe a push back up there is perfectly fine, but I do not expect this high to be taken out. Personally speaking, I think it's bearish in my opinion. It's just now we need to look at the lower time frame. So if the yearly, I'm looking at more of a bearish scenario, mark out the yearly open. If we lose the yearly open, that's your confirmation. But then if we go on the lower time frame, bring up all my levels, go back to the daily for example, we got this purple range over here, and what that is strictly just January, last year's January's range. That's all it is. That's the high and that's the low over here, and then the mid range comes into approximately where the freaking 2016 highs. That's the range high, the macro range. So could we, which is perfectly fine, could we push up to here, break down? Once it starts breaking down, I'm looking for the SPX and Bitcoin to start rallying it to the upside as well, perfectly fine and whatnot. But ultimately, once we lose this level here, that's it, game over, off we go. Why that level as well? Because we got the yearly open here. Once you get below the yearly open, it's bearish. So that's all I'm looking for the time being as well. What's happening into here, I'm not too fussed about this this area here, personally speaking. I'm more concerned about losing the yearly open. When does it do that? Is it going to do that sometime this week, next week, this month, next month? I don't know. I really don't know. But we are consolidating in this area here. Maybe if we get a breakout here, fine, fuck it, let it come into this area there and then get back down below, and I'll be ready to start shorting the market itself. Or do we actually start breaking back down? Whoopsie daisy, let me delete this shit. Or do we come down below here? That's the range band environment that we're getting capped. You can see that high and that low, support, resistance. So if we lose this level there, play back down to the range low, into the yearly open, maybe get a bounce off it, lose this level there, that's it. Fucking send this off. I am looking bullish on Bitcoin, right? And I'll explain this whole thing, as it goes. Could halving act as a sell the news event? The halving is going to be a range band environment. I generally think the halving is a range band environment. I'll give you a quick example just to run this through, because someone asked me kindly, and I don't mind helping someone actually ask me nice questions. Easy questions for me to actually even doing it. Let's say if you go to BTC halving dates, right? Fuck. Previous dates I want to see. Not the next one. Here we go. So the first one, let's go for fucking November, right? So November 2012, right? Let's go on to the weekly. Hide all this there. I need to go into the on the BTC USD index, right? Back in the early days, before anyone was born, didn't even know what freaking halving was or Bitcoin was at the time. Let's just try and zoom into here. And as you can see, November 2012, we make a local top, right, just before the halving, November right here. So we have a range band environment in this particular area here. All right, that high, once we take out that high, you can see we find support and we break above it. If we take out this low, that's the range band environment that we are stuck in, this high and this low. If we lose this level there, take the shorts. But the halving happens in November. We consolidate in this area here for 4 weeks, slowly grind up, take out these highs, off it goes. So what's the next one? So it should start to show bullishness. So consolidation around November, around the halving itself. The next date was what? July 2016, all right? So let's have a look. July 2016, where are we here? July here. So just before the freaking, so this is June, this is June over here. We'll make a top over here. July is where? Around July. So just over here, we have a range band environment here, slightly different there, and you can see once we start closing below it, we do a quick spike down, retest this area there, but then this time we do a deviation, step back in, pushes up, close above it, take out these highs, and off we go. So this one does a deviation, no fucking problem. The next one was May 2020, right? So let's have a look. And then obviously you can see what happens afterwards. It's just fucking stupid, isn't it, right? Just ridiculous amount of price action. May 2020, this is 11th of May, right here. This is the range band environment. Liquidity is resting on both sides there. This one is at the resistance, pull back into the mid-range, consolidation in this here for a couple of months, breaks above it, support, breaks above this high, fucking let's go. And that's all it is. So the same thing will happen approximately, as an idea when it comes to April 2020. Now my question is, where are we going to be around April 2020? Are we going to be around this high here? Or are we going to be around here? Or are we going to be here or here? No one knows, right? I think everyone's looking for lower prices to load up, which is not a problem, but at the end of the day, who gives two shits, innit? Like, I'm bullish. I'm feeling bullish. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling mega bullish. I'll tell you something, right? 1 second, let's see. I'll tell you something. So I did this tweet a long fucking time ago. Let me bring this up there. This tweet here. This was back in May 2021, all right? Back in the days when everyone was bullish, right, and stuff like that. And I got called some mad things here. If you truly believe the price of BTC is going to be moving around 30 to 40k for the next half a year, you should delete your Twitter and go for a walk instead. I've seen a lot of Wyckoff accumulation, and this one seems the most unlikely. Okay, cool. This will be wild. That's cool. So you get some good ones, and some people are just saying lol, fuck that, and whatever. I don't need to say nothing. I don't need to say anything. I think, you know what the problem is emotions get to you. It's very, very easy that emotion takes over. But this has played out exactly the fuck we have done. Right? Let me run this through to you. Okay? So we've got this chart on the weekly, right? Yeah, granted, this is 2022 and we're going to go up here, but we did this in 2023. Look, it's it's not going to be the same as the fucking dates. You know, you can't look at someone, and I think that's really important as well. You can't look at someone's chart, and just because he draws a couple of lines here and there, thinking that those are going to be exactly point for point what's going to happen in reality. All right, I don't think that's it's very unfair, because in November of 2021, around here, we made the high. So it's a plan of an idea of what we're looking for. If you look at it this way, what did I say? A shakeout over here, we push up to automatic rally. Here was a 69K, right over there. We pull back down, we consolidate of this area here. Here was the 2022's high. That's where it is, the ST, the secondary test. We consolidate this area here below the mid-range in reality, and we come back to the range low, and then we do the spring. The spring becomes the FTX fucking news, that 15K one. And then we hold above this level there. Right now, we're at this mid-range here. That's where we are. We're at this mid-range here. So according to this Wyckoff chart that I did back in May 2021, we should be making an all-time high, taking out this high there. Now, I'm going to be fucking honest, right? This was in 2021, right? I can't remember which Wyckoff chart it was. I can't remember which one it is. I'm going to try and figure this out, right? Or try and find it. Oh, man, you know what? I swear to God, right? I went to gym today, and my legs, right, are fucking hurting me, bro. So I keep moving like a little bitch, man. But anyway, never mind. So ideally, we're looking for a break above, consolidate above the range highs, okay? So let me just bring this up onto the chart that we have over here. So on the weekly, okay, so the high was the first quarter high, so it was March's high, which is this high over here. There we go. And then the low would be this low over here. Okay, according to this, right, bring this up with this. Where's the fucking chart? Right there, where I'm bring up. I want to bring it up. Here we go. And bring this to the side over here so I know what I'm looking at. Cool. According to this chart here, right, that's the AR, right? So we look for the first AR, the automatic rally, right? The automatic rally is here. Oopsie daisy. Come on, bruv. What am I doing? That's the AR right here. And then we got this over here. Okay, so according to this, bring this up. That's the AR. Then we pull back and we have the ST. Okay, so we pull back, right? Although he doesn't pull back to range low and then comes back into here, but this is the ST, the secondary test. We come into this test of this order block there, and that's the higher 2022, and then we come back down to range low, and then we have the deviation, which is spring, and the spring we have the consolidation, the test area right here, and after the test we go to the mid range, which is where we are. From the mid range, we're looking to go to the range highs. If you look at this way, from a range band perspective, before saying to me like, yo, dang, you're fucking losing the plot, and maybe I am, I don't know, I feel like I am sometimes as well. You spend too much time with the chart. 1 second there, gotta have a protein as well. When you spend too much time on the chart, you start to lose your fucking senses. I ain't gonna lie to you. You don't even know what time of the day is. You don't know where your lighter is because you're looking for your lighter, but you find it in the end. So in reality, right, this is a madness, right? So, whoopsie daisy. The mid-range is over here. Now, who knows? I will go into this a bit more in depth on the all-time high podcast with Ghazi a lot later on. But in reality, this is looking like a reclaim of the mid-range. A reclaim of the mid-range, holds above it. Bullish price action. What we're looking for, liquidity over here. Push it at least to 62K. I don't even know what happens next. If we get above, I'm fucking happy with these highs and then consolidate over this area here. I don't really mind. We've seen the BTC, we've seen the gold ETF. You guys must have all seen it. You know, let me show it to you. Google. Gold ETF chart. You guys have seen this, right? If not, something new to look at. 1 second now. While that's loading, let's see as it lines up exactly with the rate cuts, which have always been bearish for the markets. Yeah, 100%. We've got B in the house. Good to have you there. We always have a drop on the halving, 100%. A drop and then a bit of a consolidation is fine. Then mark out the highs. We'll do that together. Don't worry. I'm not going to leave you alone, bro. Like, trust me. Like, I've got your back. Then just call the Dubai Shake to send them. Fucking hell. B. Appreciate that, Brule. Can you show us on the back test with a reclaim trigger Looks like. Okay, I'll show it to you in just a moment there. So look, we've got the gold ETF launches there, have a consolidation right at this area here, and then it rallies away, and then we have a pullback, and this is where we are right now. Oh, well, no, yeah, this is where we are right now. So could we do something like that? A push back up into the Bitcoin halving, pull back there, consolidation around this area here, and then rally up for another leg up as well. So it's going to be an interesting thing. Who knows? A lot of people, when you think about this, right, in terms of psychology, right? Let's talk to you for just a moment there. A lot of people are calling for buy the rumor, sell the news. And as a trader, I am for it. I am generally for it as buy the rumor, sell the news. However, the contrarian talks about going the opposite of what everybody's screaming for. So if you remember, we had a lot of people who, no offense to anybody, look, I'm not calling anybody out. I'm not looking for a fight. I don't really care about anybody's opinions. My opinion's my opinion. Your opinion's your opinion as well. As long as we can get along together, that's how it should be, right? But when you look at it this way, a lot of people's calling for recession. Most of us don't even have don't have a master's degree in economy. Have never done economy in our life. I've never done it, but here I am as a trader. You know what I mean? So, it's a bit of a weird one. It's a bit of a sticky one if you think about it as well. But however, you got guys like Trader XO, very very intelligent. He called the fucking top. Hats off to him. You got guys like Pentoshi called the top. XO was talking about rate cuts for a long time. You know, he was talking about rate cuts, and he was right. He was absolutely right. But at the same time, right, again, no disrespect to anybody out there, when it comes to like calling out a recession, it's like looking at like for COVID 2.0, everyone wants a black swan event, bro, like how are you going to call that? How are you going to call that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, no offense to anybody there. I'm serious about that. I'm not trying to like disrespect anybody. I'm trying to be as respectful to because I'm talking to you directly. I'm trying to be as respectful as possible, but we don't know what the fuck was going to happen. None of us foresaw COVID at all. It just happened. It was an opportunity to buy. None of us saw the freaking stories of going on, like of the Russia and Ukraine, you know, and Israel and Palestine as well. I feel what they're doing is the big boys out there are using these narratives to stray you away from what's going on in the background. It's very easy for us to react to news. You know, like when we seen the Russian Ukraine, you're gonna have pro-Ukraine and all that kind of stuff, Putin this, Putin that. Okay, that's your opinion. I want to stay away from it, honestly speaking. You'll focus on the news. You put your Facebook picture with a Ukraine flag for a moment, or Twitter, just Ukraine this, Ukraine that, because you're looking for likes and tweets, and that's all you're looking for. You're looking for people to actually fill your happiness with a like. You don't even know who the motherfucker is. He could be a racist motherfucker if you ask me, right? But it's okay. He liked my tweet or my comment. Same thing with Israel and Palestine. Like, by all means, like, I'm not saying I'm for what's going on or I'm against this and against that or Hamas. So I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking strictly face value here. As a trader myself, I'm looking at this as a psychology game. The game is they putting you in a fucking dome so you can fight with each other and not pay attention to what's going on, because at the same time, when you look at fucking like October the 6th was the fucking the war, right? When the whole Hamas thing, you know, they send rockets or they started off or whatever, it started again, right? It was a long conflict going on. But look, October's over here, and what happened? It pushed up. They're trying to freaking take you apart and not make you pay attention, because why? Institution is coming in, right? Let me show you the chart. I did that fucking without the fucking chart there. October the 6th was over here, right here. There's a down drop and then a rally up. We took out these highs, no retest whatsoever. Sorry about that, Kenny. So you see what I mean? So you gotta think to yourself for a second. Does the experts out there who claims to be experts, what are they doing? Are they, showing you narratives? Are they trying to tell you what's happening? You look at Jim Cramer, we know that whatever he's actually saying is always like, if he says Bitcoin's going to go down, we know he's a reversal. Like, we can use him against him, counter trade him. KSI in 2021 was the same guy. He was always saying bullish, 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 and then fucking it was always or bearish, 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 and it was always the opposite. There's a narrative going on. So there's a they fucking put a carrot around a thing over your head, and you don't even know what the fuck's going on. You're too busy fucking fighting about bullshit stuff, right? Which you are not willing to actually take the risk of actually going out there making a difference. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, look, I have a lot of respect for what's going on in the world. In there, I have a lot of I have Jewish friends, I have Christian friends, and I have Hindu friends. I got all kind of friends as well. I look at them the same. I'm not here to fucking fight them and say, yeah, you believe in this, bruv. At the same time, your blood is the same color as my blood. Your shit is the same color as my shit. Your wee, depending on how much water you had, should be the same color as my wee. What the fuck's the difference between us? Apart from what our beliefs is. That's all it is. So keep the shit out of this whole politic game and focus on the game. If you want to play crypto, you play crypto alone. Don't start fucking trying to be an economist or peace guy and fucking and rally. Look, I'm not saying that you shouldn't go into these rallies and protest. By all means, protest. But don't let them get to you. They're fucking tricking you, bro. They fully are tricking you. And they're laughing about it as well. Because while you're maybe you didn't buy Bitcoin at like 15, 16, 17, 20K, 30K. But you want lower prices, and they're not going to give it to you. They're not going to give it to you. Why? Because this whole thing is a trick. It's a trick. Just like COVID. I'll give you an example here with COVID. When it dropped here, do you know how the amount of people, including myself, I will say that too, including myself, was bearish. I was looking for these lows. Just like many, many people out there was looking for lows. There was numbers of 1K. But, however, there was a range. What was the range? It was February's low. This is February's low. And that's February's high. That's February's high. That was a range-bound environment. This is the whole range. Deviation. Smaller deviation there. Resistance, resistance. Deviation. Blast off, motherfucker. Suck your mum, and off we go. Take your time to all-time high. Get people rushing into it. Laser eyes and all that kind of shit. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe they got, no one's talking about diamond hands now. No one's talking about DCA. They talk about DCA at the top, so be very careful. Don't listen to these motherfuckers out there. They're all fucking tricks. It's all smokes and shit. Like the fucking... I don't know. But what I'm saying is, just be smart. Be smart. Think ahead of the game. And don't let them trick you. I'm serious about this. You can't let them trick you. Thank you so much for that, Pharaoh. Appreciate that, man. Kenny, all of you guys, I really do appreciate that as well. Cool. Let's get cracking there in terms of what's going on with Bitcoin itself. Just briefly, let's get. I think we did a lot of talking there for half an hour. I do want to spend a bit more time on that on the stream with all time high, so I can't give all the alpha here. I have to kind of share it up and whatnot. But anyway, regardless of that, let's see what's going on with Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin as it is. Not this chart. Let me get the right chart. That's dollar index. No, that's not right. The Bitcoin. There we go. Bitcoin. Here we go. So I did a video on Twitter, right? But I'm going to explain this a little bit more time in depth and trying to see what's going on, right? Now, the key thing was, right, which we discussed from last week, right? If you look at this way, go on the daily. I said to you guys, what is the key high? This is the key high right here. What's so important about that? That is 2023's high. That's last year's high. Okay? So which means that's the high that's capping the market there. Got resistance there. We close below it. And the next liquidity. So to take out liquidity there, the key liquidity to take out is this one here. But do we do it? No. We make a higher low. Or you can draw a trend line if you want to draw a trend line. However you want to do it. It's holding support. All that kind of malarkey. But really and truly, it's this low doesn't get taken out. Instead, what we do, yesterday we have a clean smash above it. Fucking bullish, bro. Fucking bullish. You know what I'm saying? So, Berlin, don't worry, man. You found me now. Alhamdulillah for that, man. So, and I found you too, brother. So it's all good, man. It's all good. I mean, if you guys are enjoying this, smash the likes of it and give me a fucking happy day, man. It's like fucking 18 likes. Come on, bruv. Like, raw. You guys are learning bare shit, and I'm teaching you stuff about don't let the fucking government trick you and shit. And he's gonna give me 17 likes. That's mad, that is. I'm joking. I'm messing. I'm not gonna here to force you out. If you wanna give me a likes, I do appreciate that as well. But anyway, regardless about that. So Maximum pain for bears yesterday, 100%, bro. Like, we're gonna go for even more pain, bro. Like, what we're looking to do is make new holes in their bears' backside. That's what we're looking to do. But anyway, going to this trade, to this view itself, if we were to take out this low, then fine. Fucking take the shorts there and off we go. Or does he do a stop and hold above it? I don't know. That's what we were saying. I said to you yesterday, the key thing is, as soon as we take out this high, any retest of this area here is an opportunity to long, right? Break above here is bullish price action. Off we go. Continuation of higher prices. Now, I think it's gonna. I have a feeling right now, personally speaking, of a fractal, which I explained on Twitter, and I'm gonna do this. Here. We're gonna rip, and when we're gonna rip, we're not gonna give any retest like we've done like last year. Why? Okay, this all comes down to a fractal. Now, let me show you this. Right. So, I'm gonna show you back. This has actually happened last year as well, when we faced this as well. So this is the whole thing, right? So if we look at this market structure, right, what can we say with market structure? It's kind of a funky one, right? Let's just fucking work it out together. We're making bearish market structure, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows there, and then what we do, we break market structure over here, make higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And this whole thing is a one fucking high in it. Do you know what I mean? It's a very difficult one. I mean, how are you gonna do this? It's very, like, it's gonna be very, very difficult. This has gone more parabolic as well. So like, I mean, you could say this is the higher high and that's the higher low. I was looking at that. I was looking at that, and that's now making the new higher high. So I don't want us to go take out this low. We're above the yearly open. The yearly open is right here, isn't it? Right here. We're above the yearly open, and you can see we held above it. If we were to close below it, then fine, fuck it, we take out this low. Absolutely. But while it's holding yearly key areas, fucking take the longs in it. What are you taking the? What are we looking for shorts for? But anyway, regardless of that, we are coming to a key point of this high here. Right, that's where the liquidity is resting, right? But the fractal I'm talking about is right here, this area here. If I bring this up, so we talked about market, whoopsie daisy, fucking hell. We talked about market structure. So what I want you to do is just bear with me for a second. I'm gonna make some notes, and I'm gonna, like, hopefully it just makes sense. If I go too fast, just let me know, and I'll pause it and I'll start again. Okay? What we got here? We got bullish market structure. Okay? Bullish market structure, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. All right, and higher highs. So bullish market structure. That's the first thing that we got there. Great. So if it's bullish, we don't want to fuck with that, all right? The second thing we got initial high. This initial high here is quite important. So we've got initial high. And why is it important? It's because this high gets taken out over here, do a deviation. So there's a stop run. So let's call it SR. So we do a stop run, then we have a pullback. And when we have the pullback, now the next thing is, right, for it to stay intact for bullish market structure, this low can't be taken out. If we take out this low here, then it looks weak, because if you start breaking down, it's a fucking short, right? But instead, you can see this is the low that doesn't get taken out, so we still have higher lows. A higher low is formed, and then from the higher low, we start to grind. And when we start to grind, shortly afterwards, we have a massive pump, and off we go. Pump, and when you think about it, how many mans would have loved to actually buy in over here? All of us would have done so. I know I would. Although I'm long, although I would like to load up some more. What I mean by that is that if you look at this way, this is a range bound environment. This is the consolidation, quarterly consolidation. We do a breakout. Wouldn't we like a retest over here? Bullish price action. Look for the longs. Off we go, and that kind of stuff. Absolutely. But if you think about it, that wasn't the case. That really wasn't the case. Instead, we start forming a trend line that was bullish. And we're holding that trend line. You know, we start riding ourselves up, grinding ourselves up, and then rally up. And then when you look at it again, we are then start to consolidate in the middle of nowhere. No retest into this area. No retest down over here. It's pushed up, going for liquidity over here. Now, using that same thing that I just talked about, whoopsie daisy, what do we have over here? Let me go into the 1 hour, hide all this shit here, and let's mark this out together, right? So what we have here, bullish market structure. I think everyone can agree with this. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Bullish market structure, yeah? Everyone can agree with that, so that's a tick. Okay, the next thing, whoopsie daisy. We'll change the color actually, make it nice and fancy. Bullish market structure. The next thing is we need to start looking at the initial high. What is the initial high? It's this. That's the initial high right over here. Okay, cool. So we looked at the initial high, then we have what? A stop run, do a deviation. Great. Then we have a pullback. We pull back over here. And then we have a higher low according to this. What's the high? What's the low that needs to hold? This low is liquidity. We hold that. Perfect. Higher low right there. Tick. Then we have a grind up. Tick. And then we have a pump. Tick. Right? So this is the pump. So I'm not like, ideally what you're looking for right now, right? What everyone is looking for is a pullback into this area here. Find some support, bullish price action like that, and then they can say, yeah, I can go for a long, I can go for an aggressive stop loss here, or invalidation here, and then off we go up to 48.2k, which is the what you call it, the fucking 2022 high. That's all the thing there. That's the possibility there. But now I think it's slightly different. I think we're gonna have a continuation up. If we do that, great. I'm wrong on the idea that, like, you know, a massive pump and no pullbacks and whatever. But however, what I'm looking for is what if I am right? What if I'm right and it's going to go up higher? So what I'm looking for, if I delete all this, we know we've got our favorite little thing going on. Let's go into the 15 minutes in the lower time frame. What do we have here? There's a bit of a range-bound environment that's being built over here. Let me look at the 1 hour for a second. Yeah, I've got a range over here, right? The range I've got over here, it's a fucking funky one. It's a funky one. It's a very shitty one anyway, never mind. But yeah, what I've got here to make it nice and simple is something like this. We've got bearish market structure at the moment. Yeah, that's the high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So this high, if we can reclaim this high, great. So already we know this high is capping the market. Quite clear. You can see the resistance over here, resistance over there, resistance, resistance. Meaning is that, I think that's freaking, give me a second. I think food's here. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I ordered food in it. I'm fucking hungry. I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry, Berlin. Sorry about that. A food man, you know, you can't say no to food in it. Like, he's fucking at my door, innit? Come on, Sam. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, the high. That's what we're talking about. We're thinking. Ordered not pizza. So in Birmingham, we've got like a place called Dixie, right? Now the best Dixie there is in Birmingham is in an area called Acot Green. Now I know we got was it Anne Marie? Anne Marie is from that area itself. But the one on Fox Holly is the Dixie is banging. I love that shit as well. So I just ordered that. Merci beaucoup. So yeah, so what we got? So we're talking about this, right? If we do break above here, that's your confirmation with bullish price action. Because why? Because we have lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Now, breaking above and showing this is a breaking market structure. That's all we're looking for, a confirmation of a breaking market structure. So that's one sign for me to say, yeah, go in for the longs. So between this area here, I don't really give a shit what happens. If you want confirmation, that's your absolute confirmation to go for there. If you want to enter in, your stop loss will have to be a bit wide down there, all right? Looking for higher prices. Now, is there anything else that can actually help me out to take a long? Well, if I look at this, right, I've got a bit of a trend line here, right? Trend line is there. This looks like, don't know if you guys remember this, a 1, 2, 3. To me, this was like the 1. That's the 2, and I don't know where the 3 is. Does it come back down to here? You know, does it come back down to here? But if it does, I would like to go for a long with a stop loss here. That's where I'm wrong with there. And if we can break above it, off we go. Push it up into this level there. Reclaim that. That's your final confirmation, and off we fucking go. We'll go to 48k, and then from 48k is going to be a very key thing. Very interesting to see what happens next, right? 48.2k. Now, I suspect, according to me, to go up higher prices. There is going to be a reaction here. I do suspect there's a reaction there. My also concern is there's a double top right over here to be taken out, right, which is around 52k. That's what I'm also looking for. But what comes down to this area is what happens right over here. If we can flip above this level there, bullish price action, that'll be my further confirmation to go for these highs over there and push up higher prices. The higher prices we talked about was looking at the fucking mid-range that we talked about at the very beginning, the macro range itself. All I'm looking for is a breakout continuation. Well, really and truly, is this. That high over there breaks above here, all this level there, bullish price action, off we fucking go into 62k, and that will be my confirmation for from range low to mid-range, mid-range to range high, and then we'll see what's up next. Hopefully that helps out when it comes to BTC. Okay, now Ethereum, just quickly use Ethereum. I spent a lot of time on BTC there, but like there's a reason why. Ethereum, like someone asked about like oh, Anne-Marie knows, isn't it? Like I might have seen you there. 1 second there. 1 second there, sorry about that. Cool. Tell us about when to buy alts if you bought nothing. Oof. See, okay, it's a very difficult one to say when to buy alts. I've been buying alts since the beginning of the year of 2023. I'm still buying alts as it is as we speak. For me personally, I'm looking to buy alts on a long-term hodl itself. For example, Inge, I bought at $5.80. I called it out on Twitter that like, yeah, I'm in. Solana, I bought in at $17. Again, I'm in. It's now gone up quite nicely as well, but at the same time, so I'm still looking to actually buy more alts as I go along as well. I'm more focused on the new coins as well. Some of the new coins out there, some of them like for example, like Inspect. What else? There's a few more that's coming out. Mixed Mobs coming out soon on the Solana chain. I'm personally investing into them, but like we will have to do another session on that in regards to like the new coins, why I'm more interested in the new coins compared to the old coins as well. There are some old coins I'm in, like for example Solana and Inge. RNDR is another one I'm in. I got in around like from I DCA'd from about 150 to $1. I DCA'd in that on RNDR. Matic, I bought some around like the 78 cents market itself. A couple of these I bought into as well. Some of them are not too far. Link I bought at $5, but some of them are actually freaking 3x's, maybe a little bit more. Some of them are around my entries itself. A Doge I bought at 7 cents, you know what I mean? So it's not too far from my entry. It's about 10% away from it as well. Again, they're long-term hodl, so I'm really looking for more long-term hodl buys. But I'll be doing an alt session tomorrow, and then we can actually look into the total to looking at what the potential for alts itself. When are we looking for an alt cycle, and when that's going to happen? I suspect that one's coming, but been long. It's like it's you know what I mean. So it's one of those ones like a bit of a grind, but it is what it is. So some of these alts, I mean, like for example, like AIX, Pol, I've just held on to it and whatnot as well. So there's many more that I'm in. Cresso's another one I'm in. Cent is another one I'm in. There's a few more of these low caps as well. There's a number of low caps I bought into as well. Some of them are around entry, some of them are above entry a little bit. That kind of stuff. So just generally sticking to more of a hodl game really as well, because I think, don't know if I've said it before, I see Anne-Marie's in Inge and RNDR. I think RNDR is going to be mad, like so yeah, that's one that I'm generally holding for a long term really. So dang, I thought you said PS5. I'm like, oh, PS5, I'm down to play. Here's my alt from my YouTube account. Who's this? PS here, I can't remember you, brother. Ecosystem exploding 24 hella gains. Yeah, 100%. Once we get the halving, it's gonna be mad. But yeah, going to Ethereum, right? Literally, it's gonna keep it simple, right? So we got 2022's mid range, 22 is high, 2020 is low. Now, when you look at this in comparison to BTC, you don't see. When you look at BTC is around here. Well, they're not too far from 2022 highs. Ethereum is way below here. We are lagging behind. Eventually, Ethereum's gonna play catch up with BTC. Eventually. When is that going to happen? I don't know per se, because especially when you think about BlackRock coming in, right, with the BTC, Bitcoin ETF, you got to have, like, the way I'm thinking of it this way, it's possible we don't have an alt run just yet. Why? Because Bitcoin dumps should be increasing. Why? Because more money is going to Bitcoin, right? We're going to have retail money going to Bitcoin, right? So like the investing money going to Bitcoin, sorry. I think BlackRock says it's got like $2 billion waiting to actually go into Bitcoin. So it's hard to say. Like I don't think it's very difficult to say. We have to see how it plays to unfold itself. So if that's the case, if Bitcoin dominance goes up, and if you look at Bitcoin dominance, it is pushing up. It is. I didn't like it. Honestly, I don't like it, personally speaking, one bit. You know, like this is the trending line, the trending range over here, and when we broke here, I thought this is it. I thought we broke market structure. I didn't want to see this ultimately. I don't want to see this high taken out. That's the truth. You can do something like that, but it's a long way back down. So we have to see how it unfolds itself going forward anyway. But it's possible with the BlackRock ETF that Bitcoin can soar up back into 58%. You know, that's possible. That's a very strong possibility. I don't know. I'm going to play that out as it is. And it all comes down to Ethereum dominance. You know, when you look at Ethereum dominance, it is at support, at key support right over here at the moment. Okay, we're kind of losing it right now. So the question is, do we take this out? Do we find support off this area here? Come back down. Let it deviate, hold above this bullish price action, then I can start saying to you, well, then hang on a second, target 1, target 2, and then reclaim the mid-range, go all to the range highs. And just like this was a deviation, that's a deviation, this will be a deviation. So it's one of those things I'm looking for Ethereum dominance to hold. It's not holding right now, unfortunately. It's dropping, you know. We have to see how that works out. If you look at EPTC, even EPTC looks bearish, you know. Ideally, like for us to be bullish for alts, we needed EPTC to reclaim the mid-range. And that would be ideal to go to the mid-range to range high. Instead, it's doing a deviation. It's starting to show me lower lows. We're taking out these lows here, and I don't know what's going to happen. So question is on ETH dominance, right? Do we come back into this area here as support? Something like this, off here. And then rally back up, which means that BlackRock Bitcoin ETF means BTC dominance goes up, and then we have ETH dominance going down, and we have EBTC going down, and then let it stabilize, hold above it, play back up into this here or there, and then we're gonna worry about if that's a retest to come back down lower, or are we reclaiming this I was gonna say fuckface, this motherfucker back up to the mid range, and then play back up to the range higher, and this will be your confirmation for your alt cycle. You know, we're gonna have an alt run, a strong alt run, and then what happens afterwards, I don't know. If we break above and continue, then fine, we go up to we have more of an alt run, but generally speaking, I think everybody is on the same consensus that we are bullish for the year. We are bullish for the ongoing next couple of months and whatnot. So it's just how Bitcoin reacts as well. If Bitcoin's gonna rip off like I suspect, I don't think we're gonna have an alt run, in my opinion. Not just yet. I think we're gonna have to hold on to it. But I am buying alts, and I'm playing them for more of a longer term play. Honestly, do you keep these in your cold wallet? I've got MetaMask, and I've also got a cold storage as well. Majority of all my hodl bags are stored away. I don't look at it as well. If I'm gonna add some more, I'm gonna add some more and then throw it back into it. But generally speaking, I don't like hoarding anything in. We've seen these hacks. Don't get yourself involved in them. Just be very careful. I've been hacked myself. I lost 6 figures on a hack that happened in a very solid 6 figures. I never talked about it. I never even tweeted about it as well. I don't think there's any point speaking about it. It's my problems. What is it gonna do if I lost like 400, 500k? You tell me. You're gonna give me money? I'm not gonna ask money from anyone. So when I lost that money, I was heartbroken because it was a lot of money that I lost. But at the same time, I was like, okay, get back to grinding. We need to work it out. And you know, now when I look back at it now, alhamdulillah, I think I did the right thing by not, you know, money goes, money comes. You know, like when God wants to give it to you, He will give it to you, and there's nothing nobody can stop you. There's not a single human being that can stop you from this earth as long as you're on the right side. Be on God's side. That's what it is, man. Watch the fucking Cat William fucking show. It's a sick show, you know. Alright, that's my protein shake done out the way. Right then. Bitcoin, Ethereum, quickly. Right, and then we call it a day. It's fucking 50 minutes in. Shit. Right, so we're talking about... Sorry, Ethereum. Ethereum, right? I'm more concerned about this area here. We're getting capped at the mid-range. You can see this consolidation right here. Higher time frame, break above it, bullish price action. Then I can start saying, yeah, we're gonna play up all to this area, at least to this area, which is around $2,700. And then from $2,700, I think we go to 3K. 3K is not so much the midpoint, but it's gonna be a key mid-range we'll talk about in just a second. From the mid-range, next targets are these highs and then 2022 highs. Because again, from the high to the mid down to low, low to mid to fucking high. That's what it is. It's the range bound environment. It's a range bound environment. I'm bullish on the range. If it was up here and we're breaking down, I'm bearish on the range. If we're down here and pushing up, I'm bullish on the range to the mid-range. Once we reclaim the mid-range, bullish back up. Do you know what I mean? So, our key thing is reclaiming that 2387. Unfortunately, Ethereum's not doing that. It's not reclaiming anything. It's finding resistance and it's being a pain in the ass. So what can we do? So if I drop it down to like the fucking 4 hours, right? Start having a look at this. It's a range bound environment. What I've marked out, right? There's 2 sets of range. That's the green one over there, which is a quarterly range there. It comes at support. You don't fuck with support here. You don't fuck with it. This range here is a weekly range. All right, let me just show it to you. Right there. Weekly high, weekly low, support, resistance, resistance, support, resistance. We are stuck in this area here until proven otherwise. If we get down below here, it's a short. If we get back above here, it's a long. That's as simple as you can make it when it comes to Ethereum. There's no reason for you to actually try and look for an opportunity. It's the first fucking 9 days of Bitcoin of the year. What the fuck are you doing trying to look for trades non-stop? It's like, imagine this when you go to work, right? It's your first day at work and your boss says to you, right? You could go in on the 2nd of January. I'm giving you an example. Go in the 2nd of January. You probably hungover, maybe high, whatever it is, right? First day of the fucking year. And your boss tells you, yeah, we need to do this, we need to do that. You're looking at him like, shut the flying fuck up, man. Before I kung fu your fucking ass, you piece of shit. Isn't that what you're thinking? It's the same thing when it comes to trading. You know, like, it's the first couple of days of the fucking year, man. Don't fucking look for more, like, you know, to go crazy. Just keep it simple. Simple as it is, man. All I'm looking for, going on to like the 4 hours, I just want to see a reclaim of the range high. And ideally, right, what's capping the market? It's this high over here. This high is capping the market there. But let's use this range over there, the mid-range. What I'm looking for, keep it simple. Let it do its thing. Hold above this level there. Bullish price action. Off we fucking go. Off to 3K. Off to 3K. You guys are laughing in it, but like, I'm telling you, it's legit in it. You fucking looking at your boss in it like, if I fucking knew jujitsu, I'll take your motherfucking ass off. Or you were like, if I knew how to fucking kick you in the balls and get away with it without getting in prison, I'll fucking kick you. You know what I mean? It's one of those ones. We all had that bosses, man. Fucking my boss was this guy called Jonathan, man. He's a fucking dickhead, bro. He's a fucking piece of shit. He's an absolute numpty, you know. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm not gonna say too much about Jonathan. But anyway, fucking Jonathan. Fuck that guy. Sorry, fuck our bosses in it. I'm joking. They pay us out. Like, they don't pay us our bills in it, but they make our life difficult. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, going back to 3K. Why 3K? 3K is a very interesting number. 3K is also this trade I've got going on there. So if you guys remember back in the very beginning of October, while you guys were all focused about the freaking wars and shit like that and fighting amongst yourself and listening to Andrew Tate and all that kind of stuff, don't get me wrong, like, I've got nothing wrong against Andrew Tate. I think he's an alright guy. I think it speaks sense. You might not like that, what I just said or whatever. I don't give a shit. You're the one who's fucking arguing about it with me. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, but really, when you guys were all focused on Piers Morgan and shit like that, I'm like, yo, fuck Piers, right? I'm taking a long stop loss here, bro. And that's it. And that's what I've done. And I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, it's holding this mid-range over here. But the key point is, sorry, not mid-range. The key point is, that's the range-bound environment. This is the key range. This is a fucking old year. We don't need that no more. But look at this. That's the range high. That's the range low. Deviation, deviation, deviation. Higher lows as it is. Breaks out. Consolidation over here. Once we reclaim this high over here, same thing that we talked about. It's fucking up to 3K. 336 or 337, whatever the number is. And what this faint line is, right, is the midpoint between these 2 points, the range low and the range and the mid range. And you can see that resistance over here, resistance over here, resistance over here. So it's a key point. Reclaim this. I look for the continuation to the upside. I'm not looking for day trades just yet. I'll go into day trades when the time comes. Honestly speaking, as well, I will look at day trades when the time comes. But for the time being, I'm quite happy and quite calm with just looking at waiting for the move to happen itself. Fuck's sake, man. I get these fucking calls from suspected spams and shit like that. I don't even know who the fuck they are. I'm not picking it up. So half the time, the fucking Indians, man, like, saying like, you want to, they'll give me like 50% discount on a mobile phone. Bro, I got 40% discount from EE a long time ago. I've been using that, and I'm quite happy with it. But anyway, I don't speak, bro. I'm not Hindi or Pakistani, bro. I'm from Mauritius, fam. Berlin. I'm Mauritian. Do I look like a Pakistani guy to you? Fucking hell, bro. My man racially profiled me straight on the spot. Fucking prick. I'll show you Mauritius. This is my country. Country in the East Africa, right? Off the coast of, well, not too far from Madagascar. Probably about 3-4 hours flight from Madagascar. But that's my country. This is it. That's where I'm from. So, yeah, I speak French. You know, bet you didn't fucking expect that from a fucking brown guy, innit? When am I gonna visit Egypt? Inshallah, I want to come. I do want to come. I don't know when, but yeah, that's it. Anyway, guys, TMBRN. I will do that tomorrow. Tomorrow on the what you call it, the alt session itself. I'll do a TMBRN. But I bought into BRN, so I'm holding on to that. It's just like I was quite keen about it when I found out like they're burning out all these tokens in it. I'm like 90% of the tokens gonna burn. That's kind of mad. So and the gaming tokens and AI tokens are one that I'm very, very bullish on as well. So I'll talk about BRN tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, I thought everyone thought that I was Pakistani. I got that face in it. that Paki face. That's what I got. I don't know if I can say Paki. Can I say Paki? Pakistani guys over here, can I say Paki? Just let me know, innit? I don't think I should be saying that anymore further before you guys can confirm that, brothers and sisters out there. I can't call it, but so when I was in school, I'll tell you something, right? So when I was in school, right? So we used to play like whites vs blacks in it, right? And like fucking racist that is actually. I don't mean like fighting, but like football, white vs blacks. There was a lot of black people in my school in it. So I was like, yo, guys, which side do I take, man? I can blend in both sides in it, right? I can camouflage quite well in it. And like the black guys loved it when I came on because I was a defender, so I was really rough. So I would go break your legs kind of thing. And like, I'm not gonna go into it in some of the shit there that we did to the white people. Now I got no love, I got no like disrespect to the white people, but like we were young, we're playing football, lads in it. We were fucking like 13, 14, But the thing is, like, when I went to college, right, I went to college with a lot of Pakistani guys and Indian guys in it. And they thought I was one of them. I'm like, bruv, man, I speak French. They're like, oh, voulez-vous coucher avec moi? I'm like, bruv, I'm not having sex with you, bruv. They're like, is that what it means? I'm like, yeah, fam, that's what it means. Voulez-vous means will you coucher avec moi? Like, avec moi, you know what that means with me. Coucher it's a nice way of actually saying make love. You know what I mean? So, just because you heard it on a fucking Christina Aguilera song, right, doesn't mean that you know French, bruv. You know what I'm saying? But, voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Fuck off. Shit. Oh, man. But yeah, I appreciate that. Monetization. Yeah, monetization is fucking gone. Oh, fuck. Fuck it, I don't give a shit. Thank you, man. I'm from England. You know, I appreciate that, Berlin. You guys are all laughing and shit like that. But swear to God, that's what I was getting told. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? I'm like, bro. Yeah, I'm good, you know. Like I got an anal, like I got a virgin anal over here, and I want to keep that virginity going on. It's Cat Williams' word as well. So, Andy, you never got asked that because Andy's Mauritian. If you guys don't even know, from Portugal. One of my boys from Portugal as well, Mr. M. We got Negip Tranba. I'm guessing you're from Thailand. Holland here. Oh, sick. There's so many Dutch people here. There's a big Dutch community though. Like Wiz is Dutch as well. There's a bunch of guys I actually follow like are Dutch people as well. Massive community as well. I feel like the UK, we don't have much people here. Stasher, he's sick, you know. I like that guy. Guess where you're from? Phoenix. I need to have a look at your picture, bruv. Let's have a look. Go to the channel. Bro, you look like you're from India, fam. Is that true? I could be wrong. I'm saying India or Sri Lanka. Ah, that's kind of fucked if you're not. If you say something like fucking like China, I'm wrong, you know. I'm fucking wrong there. What's it called? Zero capital gains in Holland. I need to move to Holland, bruv. Oh, it's true, is it? Ah, bless, in India, yeah. Look, I think we're family somewhere along the lines, isn't it? Bro, Berlin, what is up with you and my ancestor, man? Leave my ancestor alone, bro. You know, I guess because they moved there. Fucking hell, my man's trying to do some research on me. Next thing he's gonna tell me where I live and shit. Fuck. Your mum and dad's name is X, Y, and Z. Your dad's name is Muhammad. Your mum's name is I don't know, Zahra or something like that. No, but like so when it comes to Mauritius, the truth on Mauritius itself is like our ancestors, like it's I'm gonna leave that out. I'll leave that out. I'd leave it for Berlin to actually try and guess it out next time. But yeah, appreciate that now. So listen guys, I'm gonna bounce though because it's 7 o'clock and in 2 hours time I'm gonna do the podcast with Ghazi and Shaz. So I do appreciate you guys if you can be there. It'd be great. If not, you know, give us a thumbs up and hopefully you enjoyed the content today. I had a great time. I do appreciate meaning it as well. And thank you so much for your time and God bless you guys. And I hope you guys have a great fucking evening. And we're going to smash the rest of the year, inshallah. So let's get cracking. The Kazi one for tonight is going to be a very important one. I do recommend you guys to check it out later on. If you can't watch it tonight because of your time zones and whatever, I can completely understand. But I'm going to explain why I'm bullish. Like, I already did so briefly as well, but I'm going to actually go a bit more in depth into it as well. And then you can see from my point of view as well. I could be wrong. I could be fucking wrong. But I don't give two fucks about anybody's opinion. I just see my own way. And it is what it is. I'm trying to go against the contrary of everybody's opinion. Everyone's looking for, on Bitcoin, since like when we got to like 20K, they're looking for 10K. Went to 30K, they're looking for 10K. Went to 40K, looking for 10K. Went to 50K, you know, going to 47K. All right, we go to 48K, then we go to 10K. You know what I mean? So like, you gotta... I don't know. Shit, man. Fucking smoke going into my face. But yeah, I'm not really too fussed about it. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if we do something like the gold ETF. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But we'll mark out the plans going forward. If anything were to change, I will make a stream separately and jump on here itself, and we'll talk about the trading, the trades, and the price action point of view, and see what are the analysis that we can make out of it. Okay, so that's right. 9 p.m. all-time high in the UK. That's correct. Bro, I'm not telling. I can't tell him that, bro. That's mad disrespectful. Don't say that on the stream, please, guys. Right? Don't be rude like that. Come on. I know you guys are joking, whatever, but sometimes you can hurt someone's feelings. You know what I'm saying? So, look, it's his style, man. You have to bear in mind the kid's 19. He's a 19-year-old boy, innit? He's trying to find his way. He's trying to find his style, and it is what it is. Can't you go 24/7, bro? Phoenix fam, like, bro, don't you need to sleep, fam? I know I do. It's bedtime for you, fam. What time it is in India? Fucking my man's telling me 24/7, and he's up. This motherfucker. Oh, wait, time in India. Let me have a look. Bro, it's midnight. Go to bed, fam. Yeah. All right then. Cool. I'll leave it with you guys. Speak soon. I'll catch you tomorrow and later, whichever you prefer. Take care, everyone. Bye, everybody.